Welcome back to Benidorm and Beyond, my original YouTube channel since 2020. Brought to you by me, an English woman who's lived right here in the resort for over 25 years and whose aim is to bring you fun, interesting and informative vlogs about your favourite tourist city. So come along and join me on my regular Spanglish adventures and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of my brand new content in the future. Today I'm taking you for a fly-on-the-wall look around the 4-star Hotel Agir Springs, which is situated on the pedestrianised section of the Avenida del Mediterraneo towards the Old Town and directly opposite the bowling alley of Ozone and the games arcades and children's amusement park of Sold Park and Festalandia. Part of the Med Playa chain, who also own and run the hotels Regenti, Rio Park, Flamingo Oasis and Riador in Benidorm, this 4-star property, which was originally known as simply the Hotel Agir, was built in 1963 and then fully renovated in 2019, which was also when its current name change occurred, with the addition of the word Springs in the title, giving a nod to the golden Hollywood glamour era of the 1950s and 60s in Palm Springs, and which is reflected in the hotel's sumptuous decor throughout. You enter this low-rise hotel via a small ramp or a few steps, with the main glass entrance door sandwiched between their Agir Springs diner on one side and the popular beer house pub and steak restaurant on the other. Immediately greeted with air-conditioned comfort, there is a small seating area to the right, as well as a luggage storage room in the far corner, with the 2 lifts both in front and behind you, with one being a standard internal lift going all the way up to the 7th floor, and the other a slower but more appealing glass lift which goes up to the 6th, giving you panoramic views of the leafy avenue below as you ascend. To the left is a 360-degree rectangular counter which doubles up as the reception desk on one side and the main serving area of the cafe bar on the other, with check-in starting from 2 p.m. and check-out up until midday. Upon presentation of ID, you'll receive a key access card to your room, and in my case, as I'd booked on a room-only basis, I was also given a voucher for a free bottle of wine if I chose to dine at the hotel in the evening as an enticement. The hotel's elegant dining room, La Costa, is located on the 5th floor, offering a buffet breakfast for its guests from 8 until 10:30 a.m, and then an a la carte experience in the evenings from 7:30 through until 10 o'clock at night. Breakfast comes in at a cost of €8 per person, with main meals off the menu at dinner time costing from €9.50 for a spaghetti carbonara, ranging all the way up to €18 for a tenderloin steak in a wine reduction, served with confit potatoes. Lunches and brunches can be enjoyed at the aforementioned Agir Springs diner on the ground floor, with a selection of coffee, pastries, toasts and pancakes available in the morning, and a variety of snacks in the afternoon, including burgers, salads, sandwiches, raciones, i.e. larger portions of tapas, and desserts. The hotel has 76 rooms in total over its 7 floors, which come as a choice of doubles or twins or junior suites, with rooms available for single occupancy also. You have the choice to book a city view, which allegedly overlooks Calle Girona, the street directly behind the hotel, but which in reality gives you a view of a car parking area and its corrugated roof, or you can choose the far superior Avenue view, which comes with attractive vistas over the ever-bustling Avenida del Mediterraneo. Most rooms come with a balcony, although some junior suites don't, and the footage you'll see today is of the room I stayed in, a twin avenue room, which came with a nice deep balcony complete with 2 rattan tub chairs and a table, as well as a pull-out clothes area for hanging wet towels and swimming costumes, etc. on, to dry out in between trips to the pool or the beach. As in the whole of the hotel, the colour palette is a gentle mix of pale pinks, greens and creams, with a touch of gold for added pizzazz, with double or twin beds facing a wall-mounted LED screen TV, which I found to have no less than 14 English-speaking channels on, including Channel 5, BBC 1 and 2, ITV 1, 2 and 4, and a selection of film, kids, general interest and music options. As in all the best establishments, there are 2 bedside tables with sockets and cosy overhead lamps, with a bright white LED lamp on a bendable flex for reading at night also provided. As well as a 2-sided wardrobe with hangers, shelves, a full-length mirror and an optional safe costing €4 per day to hire, There's also a padded bench for your luggage, a chair at the desk with a kettle, mugs, spoons and a small complimentary set of tea, coffee and biscuits, a good air conditioning / heating unit, a pretty roomy fridge which is actually set to cool down your drinks or snacks for later quite fast, and an under-desk bin. The modern bathroom has all you need, with a shower over the bath, although not the most up-to-date model, I have to say, with free toiletries in squeezy mounted bottles supplied in the form of the lab room, shampoo, shower gel and hand wash. There are ample white fluffy towels along with a good sized sink and area to spread out your own toiletries, with a magnifying mirror on the wall for a close-up and a bidet for that continental touch. Up on the first floor you can find a vending machine for cold drinks and snacks, with a can of pop or bottle of water priced at €2 and a chocolate bar such as a Kit Kat costing €1.50. In fact, I noticed that the landing on every floor in between the two lifts was themed nicely and had been used with purpose, with one, for example, having a quiet reading area where guests could leave unwanted books or pick a new one, another offering green felted games tables ready for a game of cards, and one even having an almost mini cinema area with a couple of rows of seats and a huge large screen TV on the wall, with my floor, the fourth, offering recycling units for leftover packaging, making it super easy to be eco-friendly. There is a meeting room which can accommodate up to 40 people, along with a fully equipped gym on the 7th floor called the Skyline Gym, and just one floor below you can find the Rooftop infinity-style plunge pool and sunbathing area, which is a real boon in this neighbourhood that is just on the cusp of the old town, as most, due to space issues, are not able to offer any sort of pool at all. As you exit the lift on this 6th floor, you can find well-kept toilets to your left, with a mobile pool hoist on hand for people with reduced mobility so that they can enjoy the swimming pool along with everyone else. There's a pool bar at the far end of the sun deck, so you never need to go far for a cooling drink, where I tried out an ice-cold half a lager costing €2.40, as well as a snack menu where you can place your order with the barman, featuring a small selection of burgers, sandwiches and salad bowls, along with picky bits such as nachos and hummus. There are plenty of sunny yellow and white striped lounges, parasols and cabana beds, with music piped in the background, and even a rooftop DJ performing on weekend summer nights from about 7 p.m. up until midnight. Although certainly not a swimming pool as such by anyone's imagination, the splash pool is certainly big enough for several people to cool off in at once and enjoy the fabulous views ahead and below of the gorgeous Levanti beachfront and promenade. And for extra info, beach towel rental is available from reception at the cost of €3 per day with an initial €20 deposit, but with prices in Benidorm what they are in the tourist shops, it's probably just better to buy something cheap and cheerful for the duration of your holes and then either squeeze it into your case or hand it on to someone else who may appreciate it in the hotel. For those who just love soaking up the Spanish sun's rays, there is an upper solarium area too, complete with more sunbeds, and with free Wi-Fi to use to post your holiday pics online to make everyone jealous back home, and the benefit of this being an adults-only hotel, you can relax in peace and quiet for the day and enjoy the relaxed atmosphere. Holidays to the Hotel Agir Springs can of course be found online with the usual reservation sites such as Booking.com, Jet2 Holidays, EasyJet, On the Beach and Love Holidays. However, if you're staying for 6 nights or more and you book directly with medplaya.com at least 48 hours before arrival, you'll qualify for a free transfer both from and to the airport via their Economy Connect service. You can also join their MedPlaya Amigo scheme for free, which will offer you rewards, discounts and other benefits for any future stays, whether in the Costa Blanca or further afield. And if you arrive by car or wish to hire one whilst here, then limited nearby parking is available at a cost of €16 per day, plus a €20 deposit for the access card. The Hotel Agir Springs is currently rated 76th out of the 172 hotels listed in Benidorm on TripAdvisor, with a customer satisfaction rating of 3.8 out of 5, putting it in the good category based on 851 reviews. Positive reviews mention the cleanliness, the helpful staff and the good buffet breakfast, whilst negative comments cite that some things could do with further updating and renovation, such as areas around plug holes and light fittings, etc., and many found the walls thin and therefore not very soundproofed, although I personally didn't find this a problem, as it's very often the case in Spanish hotels anyway, especially the ones built in the 60s, as so many were, and also in this central stroke Old Town zone. In summary, I felt that the hotel was certainly worthy of its 4 stars, with a lovely, tranquil and genteel ambiance, as well as good facilities, such as its on-site diner and cafe bar, its Mediterranean glass-sided restaurant, and rooftop pool, bar and sun deck. The location is ideal for anyone wishing to enjoy the Old Town or the New Town areas, with the plus of also having a handy bus stop nearly outside the hotel, and being only steps to the fabulous Playa Levante, and with cheap bars such as Uncle Ped's Town and Uncle Ped's Europa within easy walking distance, as well as the beginning of the infamous Strip, and the traffic-free road of Food Street within a minute or 2 away, filled with Italian, Spanish, British, Irish and Brazilian restaurants and bars, you really are spoilt for choice without even going very far. I hope that you've enjoyed this fly-on-the-wall tour of the 4-star Hotel Agir Springs with me today, and that it's given you a good idea of what to expect if you should choose to stay here in the future. If you did enjoy it, then please consider becoming a subscriber, as well as checking out some of my many other vlogs, which show you lots of other accommodation options in Benidorm, as well as taking you on info-packed street and beachfront walks, bringing you loads of local news bulletins and reviews on new cafes, bars and new businesses, showing you lots of building work and updates on things that are happening here around the resort, and just about anything else I can think of too. Thanks so much for watching as always, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Muchas gracias, catch you soon, and bye for now. Cheers!